Now, Senator, real quick, what is going to be coming out in the coming weeks? We understand here on Sunday Morning Futures there is more to come, and there is further analysis of the subpoena's handwriting, and it suggests that the subpoena was served by an FBI agent his name is Joshua Wilson, and over the last 5 years, he has been working on child pornography issues. Connect the dots. If an FBI agent is working on child pornography issues for 5 years, why is he subpoenaing the laptop of Hunter Biden? Is there a connection here? Should this suggest that there's a child pornography issue here on that laptop?
Well, I think you just made the connection. Again, this is what the FBI, I think, has to come clean about.
Okay, Mr. Biden, if I can.
Sure.
Questions of controversy continues today about Hunter Biden, your son's.
There is no controversy about my son. It's
just
all a lie. It's a flat lie.
I don't know. I'm not buying it. So today, breaking news. Text messages show Hunter Biden just may be a sexual predator, and Jill and Joe Biden knew it. And of course, Joe Gas again. He thinks he's running against George. Are you ready? Let's do it. Okay, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Opinion or Opportunity. I am your host, Don Gringo. So today we got a couple of things to go over. There is some breaking news. A couple of media sources are actually coming up with this information. There are text messages now that from Hunter Biden's laptop. It shows that, he just may have some issues when it comes to minors, and that Jill and Joe Biden knew about it, and the rest of the Biden family, to be honest. And we're going to get into that. And of course, we're going to get into, I can't tell you how much I keep saying this man just can't keep his mouth shut. He should keep his mouth shut. He's staying in the basement. Most importantly, I don't think the man should have run. If there was this many skeletons, and I said it before in the previous video, I don't think he should have ran. But that's just me. But let's get into it right now. So with that being said, this is the Gateway Pundit as of today. Okay, October 26th, 8 a.m. Now, this is 8 a.m. and none of the major tech are covering it. They're covering, and I'm going to show you in a minute. Ready? So breaking exclusive text messages show VP Biden and his wife colluded to suppress Hunter's actions with a certain minor. Now, I'm not going to get too far into this. I do want to cover it because this right here, like I showed you on my previous video, which I will link above me, okay, I said that the laptop was subpoenaed by the FBI by a person who specialized in child pornography. And the media doesn't want to cover it because they're calling it money laundering. And I'll show you, like I promised you, but let's get into this article. So obviously, yesterday, the VP snapped again. We just saw it. He, for some reason, doesn't think this is a problem. He doesn't think it's a problem, but yet this Hunter cannot be with this certain minor if Joe or his family is not present. But let's get into it. So it says right here, it says there is no controversy. He injected. That's a lie. It's a flat lie because the president has nothing else to run on. Yeah, right. There's a lot to run on here, folks. There's a lot to run. Joe Biden had 47 months, did nothing. He had Barack Obama as president. They didn't do half the stuff that they promised. They blame it on a Republican Congress, but yet, President Trump got a lot of stuff done. Maybe not all the stuff he should have, but a lot of stuff done, and he had a Democrat-controlled House. So I just goes to show the man doesn't want to work. It's going to be a Republican's fault if he does win. So if he wasn't going to try then and he was a lot younger, what makes you think he's going to try now? But let's get into the text message. That's why you're here. So in this picture right here, I'll read it for you. This is blurred out. This is blurred out, but you can see enough right here that you're going to recognize in this green section here, that you're going to recognize that this is the same person he's talking to, right? So it's highlighted in the box to tell people I'm sexually inappropriate with her daughter. That's the main thing they want you to get from that text, but let's read on. If any one of you ever repeated that again, I swear to God, you might as well put the gun to my head yourself because it's blurred out. if all that tabloids who live to dick with me anyway were to repeat a rumor, blurred out, came from, blurred out, that's why I can't come home. I will not survive that. No one could survive that. She is stupid, and she is reckless, and she is evil. And if you can't get her to see her own self-interest and never saying that again, as, of course, this is where they want you to see it again, a reason I'm not allowed to be alone with, boom, and it's blurted out again. So obviously, if this is real, someone's leaking this is coming from somewhere. Obviously, we all know where it's probably coming from, right? It's coming from the Trump camp, Giuliani, whoever have you, but it doesn't mean it's false if it comes from the laptop. And that's what I've been saying all along. And again, in that previous video, you're going to see it. I say it. If this is real, this is a problem. But we're going to go further down into it. In another text message from Hunter to a family friend, Hunter shares that his mother, Jii Biden, propagates the claim that Hunter is sexually inappropriate around the children, and VP Joe Biden is aware as well. So in this, again, it's kind of blurred out at the top and at the bottom. The same green section here is the same person because you can still read a lot of that that you could read before. So it's the same person, but now they unblurred Robert Biden, and then of course a email that has Dad Robert Biden and someone else on it, right? So in this part, of course, this is selectively here, but it doesn't mean it's not true. It says, wouldn't they believe exactly what blank tells them? Now in the box, or my mom tells him things like, I'm sexually inappropriate with children. Did you get that? Did you get that? Or my mom tells him things like, I'm sexually inappropriate with children. So if Jill knows this and she's telling him this, he's a sex offender. And the media is not covering it. Now, I don't care who you are. If you think this is good, you have a problem. This is worse than voting for Biden or voting for Trump. This is something that's wrong with you as a person, because I personally, doesn't matter what side of the aisle, don't want to make the first son of our country a pedophile. And that's what we're talking about here. If this is true, that's what we're talking about here. Don't care about Ukraine. Don't care about the other emails for money laundering. I care about this because this is a problem. What kind of example does that set for the rest of the nation, never mind the rest of the world? But let's continue on. In the text message sent to Hunter Biden from his uncle Jim Biden, former Vice President Joe Biden's brother, Uncle Jim shares that both he and former VP Joe Biden are upset with the accusations of the impropriety, but they don't believe them. Jim and Joe Biden want to discuss with Hunter so they can all get their stories straight. So down here, and you can see in the green, it does say Jim Biden, right? And here it is, it's Hunter. It's imperative you call me or your father. Your father is getting as I am barraged by blank. He has not responded. I have not responded. We are both agree with and trust you. She is spreading what you told me, and I believe you. Our lies. Once again, we both need you side of the story so we can both shove it down her effing throat. And I'm not going to say it, but effing throat. I implore you to call. Please, we are on you side. God, this is some great spelling by these guys. I believe you. This is nothing short of character assassination. Love you, Jim. Now, mind you, this is back in 2018. I just want you to understand this. This whole one right here is 2018, but we'll continue real quick. So when does your plane arrive? I'll pick you up. Please send info. I love you, pal. Just between me, Dad, and you. And he responds at 7 a.m. Now, this other one up top here, shows to be on 3/18/19. So this is continued on now for half a year. Over half a year. So this is not something that was like, oops, a family mistake and this has gone away. This is still within the family 6 months later, and we're finding out about it now because remember, this laptop was taken in December of last year, mid-December. And we're just finding out about it. So this is on there. And again, I fully understand that this is probably Trump trying to recreate the Comey moment. But again, if it's real, it doesn't matter that Trump's playing dirty politics. The guy's a pedophile. His parents know it. They're covering. It's an issue. But let's continue on. In an email to a colleague and fellow board members of Burisma, the now felon Devin Archer, Hunter explains how he is not allowed to be around a certain person without his father, Joe Biden, being there. And this is Devin Archer on the bottom. So this is, no, and again, you can see by this, by the top corner, this is coming from a Mac, because this is not a Microsoft program that you're looking at right here. You can see by the 3 colored dots on the corner up on the left. So this is a problem. Okay, but here it is in this text message. Call you in 30 minutes. Thanks for chatting last night, Braza. Well, my God. This life is just real torture. And here it goes. Yes, it seems like an endless test of my sanity. To hate as much as do right now is beyond me. Wow, these guys came to spell and they make money. Incredible. Dangerous. And then again, it's blurred out. Blank won't let me see blank without my father present. And this is 7/10 of 18. This is 7/10 of 18. Can you effing imagine that effed up that I've effing shielded for 2 years and taken all the heat is keeping me from talking to or being around X. So he's basically stating right here, if you read this text message right here, that he's covering for his father for the last 2 years. Okay, now this goes back to the Burisma and everything else under the sun, right? For 2 years, because this is 2018. And again, if the election's back in November of every year, this would then turn around and put this somewhere in mid-2016, right? So again, this is what we have to deal with. This is what you're not being told. So here, again, it goes on to torture. How are you doing today? Same. And a 5th text message, Hunter explains a certain person that her mom told former VP Joe Biden that she would call the police if Hunter tried to see that person. So here, her mother is threatening to call the cops and have her own son arrested, but yet they're covering for him today. So obviously, we're not going to get to see who's on their contact list, and I understand what that reasons for that. So here we go into what they really want you to read, which is, I love you, blank, but your mom just decided that she's willing to risk having you taken from her rather than spend a month with family in Malibu, California. And this is the part they want you to read. This is the part that's actually in red. Okay. It says, she told Pop that she would call the police if I try to see you. And of course, it's blanked out. When she lies and says she's never said that, call Pop and ask him. So Joe knows. So Joe Biden knows. And what the problem here is this. I showed you a week ago that Fox had talked to the senator and brought this up, that this laptop was subpoenaed by the FBI, which now is common knowledge. And it was done by someone who actually specializes in child pornography. But will you get that? No, you won't get that. This is what you're going to find. Okay, this is what you're going to find. And let me go here because I want to make sure that I'm good for you guys and we do this proper here. So I'm going to move myself over here live while we're doing it so you can see that I'm looking at it like you. So this is page 1, FBI subpoenas Hunter Biden's laptop. So on here, you're going to find what? You're going to find 3 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 7 days ago. This is all about money laundering, right? This is linked to money laundering, right? This one, I'm reading it down right here, money laundering. It's right there in the thing below as I'm scrolling the mouse over. Money laundering. Again, money laundering. This is all page 1. So, you know what? Maybe it shows up on page 2, right? Money laundering. Money laundering. Money laundering. Money laundering. Money. This one's money again. Money. This is Hunter. Finally, Russia. We're going to get into Russia here. And this one is, again, Julia raises questions about Hunter Biden's laptop, but that doesn't come up with. So let's go to page 3, right? Political witch hunt. Let me see here. This has nothing to do but the laptop. Here's more money. Yeah, this is, again, Hunter Biden's laptop. Let me see. Money. I mean, we're on page 3 here, guys, and this is going back to October 15th. Now, remember, I did this video. Again, I put the link up on the previous here in the video. I did my video on the 19th. So we've gone 3 pages in, and nobody else is covering this. And Fox does not show up in the list, by the way. Fox does not show up in the list, which raises a lot of concerns. Because now, where are you getting it from? And that's why this video needs to be shared with as many people as possible. I'm not saying that Hunter is 100% guilty. I'm just saying, like I did on the 19th, that this is really bad. This guy is an FBI agent who specializes in the past 5 years for child pornography. And this guy went and subpoenaed the laptop last year. And now we're just finding out about it. This is a problem. And I don't see why no one's questioning the FBI to get answers or results. I think Christopher Wray is really taking his time with this because he doesn't want to have another Comey moment. Well, here's the problem. You've had it since December 19th of 2019. Yeah, Trump may be playing dirty politics, but obviously the FBI is playing more politics because there should have been something released, innocent or guilty, but they're not doing it. But let's move on. So the big gaffe of everything is Biden thinks he's running against George. So I love this. I'm a James Wood fan as far as an actor goes. I love his art. He's always been a great actor to me. But he's obviously ultra conservative. And I follow him because he always wants to keep people in play. But you can see here, the best part is Jill trying to mumble Trump without moving her lips like some comedy club ventriloquist. Now, I found another video that I think is even better, even clearer, right? So we're going to pop up the video and watch her actually mumble. Watch this.
Character of the country, in my view, is literally on the ballot. What kind of country we're going to be? 4 more years of George, is going to find ourselves in a position where if Trump gets elected, we're going to be in a different world. Sequential election in a long time. And the character of the country, in my view, is literally on the ballot.
Watch it.
What kind of country we're going to be? 4 more years of George, is going to find ourselves in a position where if Trump gets elected, we're going to be.
Did you see it? Folks, did you see it? I turned around and told you, and I will post a link to another previous video that I told you that Donald Trump was running for office, but Joe Biden wasn't. And the reason why I said that was because the Nancy Pelosi, again, he's been gaffing the whole way, but when Nancy Pelosi came out like 2 weeks ago, from today, like 2 weeks ago, 15 days, and was talking about the 25th Amendment, I really don't think it was for Donald Trump. Because it would take the vice president and cabinet members to endorse that. I think this is for Joe Biden. I think this is for Joe Biden. Again, look at the link above. I'll put it up. Look at the link above. Find the previous link. I guarantee you, everything I've been talking about now is coming to fruition. This is sad. This is not a good thing. This right here with Joe Biden is elder abuse. The guy obviously has issues. His wife is covering for him. People are covering for him. And I wonder, everyone said when Trump ran for president that he was doing it to cover up some stuff so he couldn't be arrested or prosecuted and stuff like that. But with everything coming out of the laptop these days, you got to kind of question, is Joe Biden running so Joe Biden doesn't get in trouble? So Hunter Biden doesn't get in trouble? Leave your comments below. Tell me what you're thinking. I really do want to hear what you have to say. Until next time, I will talk to you later.